Welcome to True Projects. In this video, we are going to explain about a project titled Fake News Identification Using Vision and Deep Learning. The past few years have witnessed an unprecedented rise in the diffusion of false information and the fake news due to the rapid expansion of digital media and social networking platforms. This surge in misinformation dissemination bears the critical implications encompassing the erosion of media credibility, manipulation of public sentiment, and the potential ramifications for the democratic mechanism in response to this escalating predicament. A strategic approach has emerged leveraging the cutting edge technologies such as machine learning and the deep learning. Researchers and professionals are frequently harnessing these innovative tools to construct a robust framework capable of accurately detecting and countering the menace of fake news, thereby fortifying the information landscape against its detrimental impacts. The primary objective of this project is to construct a resilient and precise framework employing the machine learning and the deep learning methodology with the central aim of effectively identifying the fake news. The system's core mission revolves around discerning the trustworthy from untrustworthy information sources, serving as a pivotal tool for the users, fact checkers, and the platforms in identifying and flagging the deceptive or erroneous content. This achievement holds the potential to enhance the cultivation of the well-informed and judicious consumption of the digital media, simultaneously upholding the sanctity of information propagation by addressing the challenge of fake news through the advanced technology. This initiative contributes to the fostering an environment where accuracy, accountability, and responsible engagement flourish in the digital realm. And these are the basic requirements that are needed to build this project. The software requirements are Python IDE with version of 3.7, Anaconda with version of 3.7 or Jupyter Notebook. Hardware requirements are operating system as Windows, processor of minimum Intel i3 and above, RAM of minimum 4 GB, hard disk of minimum 250 GB. And to know about the flow of the project, these are the steps we need to discuss. And the first one is importing the packages. Initially, we import the essential Python libraries such as Pandas, sklearn, and TensorFlow to facilitate the data handling and the machine learning operation. And the second one is loading the dataset. The dataset containing the news articles classified as genuine or fake is loaded into the memory. This dataset serves as the foundation for subsequent analysis and the model development. And the third step is data processing. Data processing encompasses the steps like handling the missing value and normalizing the data. This phase ensures the dataset is appropriately formatted for the subsequent analysis. And the next step is visualization using Seaborn and the Matplotlib. Libraries are employed to generate the visualization that offer the insight into the data distribution, enriching the understanding of the dataset characteristics. And the next step is tokenization. For the text-based data, tokenization is implemented to convert the words or sentences into the numerical tokens. An essential step is preparing the data for the machine learning and the deep learning model. And the next step is feature selection. Relevant features for the fake news identification are selected, while irrelevant ones are eliminated, tuning the model performance by focusing on the particular attribute. And the next step is splitting the data into the training and the testing set. The dataset is divided into the training and the testing subset, facilitating the model evaluation on the unseen data to assess its generalization ability. And the next one is building the model. Here various models are built. The first one is logistic regression. It crafts a baseline model to estimate the likelihood of the news article authenticity. It sets the stage for assessing the more intricate model by causing its fundamental classification capability. And the next one is SVC, that is support vector classifier. Meticulously separates the data by establishing the non-linear decision boundary. Its adaptable nature suits the fake news identification, encapsulating the non-set content distinction for the precise classification. And the third one is linear SVC. It excels in segregating the linearly separable data, contributing a versatile tool to distinguish the genuine for the fake news based on the content attribute. And the next one is KNN. It stands for K nearest neighbor on the proximity based on reasoning to classify the news article. Its reliance on the data proximity augments its potential to identify the similar content pattern. And the next one is passive aggressive. Swiftly adapts to evolving the data stream through the online learning. Its nimbleness is apt for addressing the emerging fake news trends promptly. And the next one is random forest. It aggregates the decision tree for the improved accuracy. The ensemble technique minimizes the overfitting, enhance the robust detection of fake news patterns. And the next one is decision tree. It infers the take of fake news authenticity by forming the data split based on the feature. It excels at capturing the content intricacies, contributing to the accurate classification. And the next one is voting classifier. It amalgamates the logistic regression, decision tree, and the passive aggressive prediction. This ensemble decision mechanism leverages the diverse perspectives for the superior fake news identification. And the next one is naive-based. It operates on the probabilistic reasoning, distinguishing the genuine from the fake news based on the textual content. Its straightforwardness makes it an effective model for the classification task. And the next one is stacking classifier. It amalgamates the insight from the various models, boosting the accuracy by leveraging the diverse algorithm capability. It enhances the fake news detection robustness through the combined decision making. And the next one is of GRU. GRU leverages memory cells to capture the sequential pattern in the test data, enhancing the fake news identification through its ability to recognize the temporal dependency. And the next one is BiLSTM plus LSTM. Combination of bidirectional long short-term memory with the long short-term memory. This model excels at capturing the sequential nonsense. It enriches the fake news detection by comprehending the complex content context. And the next one is LSTM plus GRU. The amalgamation of the long short-term memory plus gated recurrent unit optimally captures the sequential relationship, aiding in precise fake news identification through the nonset context comprehension. And the next step is user gives the input. Here we use the Flash as a web interface providing the test data, which will typically use that whether it will be a fake news or not. And the next one is the given input is translated and pre-processed per prediction. The provided input is translated and pre-processed into the format suitable for the model tokenization, and the other necessary pre-processing steps are applied. And the next step is trained model is used per prediction. The pre-processed user input is fed into the trained model, where each model leverages its learned pattern to generate the prediction based on the input data. And the last one is final outcome is displayed. Prediction from the models are consolidated and presented as a final outcome, providing the user with the information about the authenticity of the input news article, which is being a fake or genuine. And the execution of the project, to execute the project first, we need to open the code folder. And this is the code folder containing of various files within it. The static folder containing of the folders like CSS, JavaScript, images, and the fonts within it. And the template folder containing of the HTML documents. It typically include of home, index, notebook, results, sign-in, sign-up pages within it. And the app is an py file which likely contain the information related to the built-in logic. It includes the code written in Python that handle the server-side operation, such as processing the user request, interacting with the database, and generating the dynamic content that to be rendered in the HTML template. And the model is an SCAV file which contains the algorithm information and is loaded into the project code during the runtime to utilize the trained model for the various tasks, such as making the prediction on the new data or performing the specific operation. And the notebook is an IPYNB file which contains a combination of code, graph, and output all in one place. It allows the user to write and execute the code in the individual cells, making it a popular choice for the data science. And signup.db is a file appear to be the database file used to store the user information. And for the execution of the project, first we need to copy this code folder path and then open the Anaconda prompt. Here we need to write a command, that is cd space and paste this code folder path. By this it will change the current directory to the code folder path, and then click on the enter button. Here we need to write a command, that is python space app.py. By using this command, we will execute the Python script and perform the runtime check for any syntax errors or logical issues. And then click on the enter button. After running this app.py file, the Flash framework will host the application locally at the default address. And we need to copy this link and paste it on any of the web browser of our choice, and I prefer to use the Google Chrome. I'm pasting this link and then click on the enter button. Here we redirect it to this page containing of the title and information about it, and then click on the sign up button. Here it will redirect to the sign up page containing of some necessary details that are need to be filled to create an account. But my account is already created, that's why I'm using the sign in button. Here it will redirect to the login page containing of username and password that are filled, and then click on the login button. Here it will redirect it to the index file where we need to enter the message as a form of news. And here I am entering the message as of Trump appeal for poll monitors draws tepid response from some supporters. Sherman's Dale. While Donald Trump often rails against a election on Twitter and at rallies nationwide, he goes a few steps further and then click on the predict button. Here the news is predicted as of fake, and by clicking on the home button, here we can re-enter the other detail too. Gives the Trump bad news after he mocks her for not getting VP spot, and then click on the submit button. Here I predict the content as fake. In this way we can identify the fake news using the mission and the deep learning. And in conclusion, the system presented in this project demonstrate the potential of the machine learning and the deep learning methodology to address the challenge presented by the spread of misinformation through the utilization of advanced natural language processing and the deep neural network. The system achieves a commendable level of accuracy in detecting the fake news, thus contributing to the fight against the deceptive information dissemination. The experimental results showcase that the model could effectively distinguish between the genuine and the fabricated news article, reducing the risk of false information influencing the public opinion.
Thank you for watching video. For more projects, please visit our website www.trueprojects.in. For updates on latest project videos, please visit True Project's YouTube channel and subscribe.